One of the strategies of Russia throughout the conflict has been to remain unpredictable. Right from full-scale invasion with a frontal attack, right through to just doing nothing much, continuing to encircle Ukraine and waiting for the degradation of the economic situation. Mr. Putin delivered himself announcement that so-called Donetsk People's Republic and the Luhansk People's Republic would be recognized by Russia as independent. Within an hour of that announcement, troop movements and the movements of tanks in particular was observed through the occupied territories. And this, therefore, is a clear case of the incursion of the troops of one country onto the sovereign, internationally recognized territory of another country.
This is a continuation of great power struggle between Russia and the United States and Russia and NATO. Russia wants to restore at least the basic buffer that they were talking about for years. So they want neutral Ukraine.
Well, Russia has been attempting over the last 8 years to gain effective control over Ukraine. The different battlefronts of this hybrid war have been this low-intensity conflict in eastern Ukraine, which nevertheless has cost 14,000 lives up till now. There has been propaganda, there's been an attempt at influencing Ukrainian public opinion, exerting economic pressure on Ukraine. None of this has worked. I mean, Ukraine has remained a multi-party democracy. Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin has wanted for ages to leave a legacy of reasserting Russia as a great power, of expanding the area over which Russia has de facto control.
The Russians were ready for sanctions. They accepted that they would be living under sanctions, and they have learned how to live under sanctions. They were under sanctions since 2011, and we need to remember the Soviet Union lived under sanctions, very tight sanctions, since it came into life as a geopolitical entity back in 1922.
If they don't strike hard enough at the Russian economy so that there are immediate consequences visible, then of course they will be less effective. That is why serious, strategically effective sanctions carried out by everybody simultaneously are a key to the response to Russian aggression.